All right, we are going to open up the floor with questions for quarterback C.J. Stroud. I'll open it up over to the far left. Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
C.J., obviously there were a lot of problems today, but I don't know if anybody would have predicted the offense would only hit 7 points at halftime, given some of the weapons you have out there. You guys have maybe struggled in the first half getting things clicking. What do you think's not clicking that's kind of taking some time maybe to get to the second half?
Yeah, to begin the game, I feel like we came out strong, got the ball moving, and it kind of the whole first half, every time we got the ball past the 50-yard line and split the field, we just weren't getting in the end zone. So definitely something that we need to fix execution-wise, because I feel like if we put more points up, we might have won the game. So definitely on my part, I have to be better.
Being aggressive enough in the first half?
I mean, yeah, our game plan is always solid. I mean, I don't ever question the game plan. Coach Day's a great coach. Coach Wilson's a great coordinator. Coach Corey Dennis, he does a great job. So, I mean, whatever plays they put out there, we have to execute them.
Second row, middle, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
CJ, how would you assess how you did early on in the game? Did you feel jittery? Did you feel nervous? What was kind of your approach early on?
Yeah, man, I actually felt really comfortable. I mean, I thank God. I mean, I even got to play this game. He's been a blessing this week for me. I'll say it like that. I mean, I've been through a lot this week, so just being out there felt good. Just get back to football, and I feel like early on in the game I was really comfortable. I mean, being home is way better than being away, and I felt the love in the stadium. So I appreciate Buckeye Nation for that.
CJ over here to the right, Pete Thamel, Yahoo.
CJ, can you just walk us through the interception you threw late in the fourth? It looked like you got flushed out of the pocket and were a little compromised and maybe rushed it a little.
Yeah, just rushed it on my part. Definitely should have took a little more time to execute the play. Chris did a great job of executing a scramble drill, and I just have to put it on him. Simple as that. I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
second row right, Lori Schmidt, Columbus Dispatch.
CJ, you said you went through a lot this week. Was there something beyond the typical game week preparation that you're referring to?
No, just some nicks and bruises just off of Minnesota. Two tough teams that we played, so I mean they both hit hard. So
way in the back, Spencer, Letterman Row.
CJ, Ryan said after the Minnesota game that you guys had one more game you can kind of take a breath. How much more difficult is it now to step back and kind of be able to take that breath, but at the same time not worry about trying to press as you guys try to go forward? Yeah,
I mean, especially for my part, I mean, I just really have to keep being a leader in the room, in the offensive unit and on the team, because Haskell came up after the game and he said something great that the season's not over, and we're not going to press. We're going to stick together. We're not going to point fingers. I mean, it starts on my behalf to lead the team as a quarterback. So definitely, I feel like I will do my part to get us back to where we need to be.
Did I miss anyone? Questions? Oh, far left, Austin Ward, Letterman Row.
CJ, I know there were some practices in training camp where they kind of gave you the day off from throwing. You seem to be working on your shoulder a lot, just twirling it around. Like, is your shoulder okay? Like, do you feel healthy enough in that?
Yeah, I mean, I was healthy enough to play, so I mean that's really all that matters. And my receivers did a great job of creating separation for me today, and I feel like even after I got going, I didn't feel any pain in my shoulder. So definitely, yeah, I'll be all right. I'm good.
Right in the middle, Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
You mentioned that as the quarterback, it's on you to make sure this team gets through this. What do you feel like are things you can do to keep this team on track coming out of this loss?
Yeah, I mean, just practice has to be better. Definitely on my part, we have to be very precise on everything. I mean, not that it isn't like that, but we can be even better. So I mean, on my part, I have to make sure the offense is as sturdy as possible, and we have to be on point with everything.
We're going to take a couple more questions for CJ. Over here to the right, Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com.
It seemed like there was a connection with Jackson Smith and Jigba that progressed over the course of the game. Did you start to see him more later in the game? Did somebody point out to you that he was getting open early and you were able to take advantage of that later?
Yeah, man, he's a dog. He's a great receiver. He's somebody I can rely on, just like the rest of the two receivers, and definitely made plays when his number was called. So I appreciate him a lot. I mean, he has trusted me. He's really the reason I'm here at Ohio State.
We'll go with one last question for CJ. Joe Geckler from WTUZ.
CJ, you find it hard to get in a rhythm when you have multiple running backs shifting in and out. Last week it was 4 different running backs in Minnesota. Today it's just the 2 with Miami find it hard to get into a rhythm in the offense?
No, I mean we have great backs. I mean they both did a great job today. We weren't. I don't think we were getting some of the holes that we thought we were going to get. But even when they weren't there, we were still pressing the ball and we were landing forward, still getting 2-3 extra yards. And I mean those guys were toting the rock. So I mean they did what we asked them to do. And so I mean kudos to Trey and Mayan because I think they did a great job.
Great. CJ, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. God
All right,
bless.
folks, we're going to bring up, we've got to your far right, Thayer and Taraja. Why don't you both come on up and grab a mic? So to your far right, we have Jackson Smith in Jigba. At the middle, Thayer Munford. And to your far left, Taraja Mitchell. We'll open it up far left, Bill Landis, The Athletic.
It seemed like you guys as an offensive line were having a hard time, at least maybe through the first three quarters, to get to that second level of the run game, get some linemen, linebackers, which kind of seemed like the recipe for you guys to be successful. What was the challenge? What were they doing up front that was giving you guys control?
It was nothing that we haven't seen before. You know, they basically did the same thing as Clemson did. You know, they blitzing every time they run their linebackers through. You know, it was just like they just came in the gaps harder than we expected. But it's also at the same time though, like we know that we need to work on it. You know, this week and the weeks right now for everybody, we all know we need to get better. You know, we got this game. Okay, cool. Put it past us and go to the next game.
Over here to the right, Tim May, Letterman Row.
Yeah, for Thayer first and then to Raja. Thayer, what did you think of the holding call against you? It looked on replay a little slight, what was just your take on it?
You know, I can't put myself in a bad position. I bit on the inside move, and he didn't go inside. He went outside. I put myself in a horrible situation, of course. But also at the same time, though, when I saw the replay, I was like, okay, that's not holding, of course, but also at the same time, it's like it's against us. Like I'm not really tripping about it at all. You can't really go back on that at all. You know?
What do you guys need to get? What's just on your mind right now about what needs to get straight with this defense? Y'all got flanked on the left side like 3 times in that game, and you would think after the first one things would get straightened out. But just what's your thoughts right now?
First and foremost, defense. We just gotta keep our head up and move forward and get on the film and get better. Like you said, we got outflanked a couple times. There's just communication and the run fits. We gotta be sound on our run fits, you know, to cut replace and things like that nature. So we just gotta keep going, keep communicating. Yes.
Over to the first row middle, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Yeah, for Thayer, first of all, the difficulty in running the ball, how surprised are you? Because you guys are used to bullying people, and you weren't able to against them.
We just got hit in the mouth, and we try to respond. We responded, got hit in the mouth. We got to keep going, though. It's not like it's a big, we all know it's a big deal if the offensive line doesn't get movement. But also at the same time, though, like, we got to keep going. It doesn't matter who's right there. Just got to maul people off the ball.
Over to the far right, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
You met CJ down in Dallas at Elite 11. That was the first time you guys played with him. I don't know if you guys ever lost down there, but how did maybe you see him kind of bounce back from adversity there that kind of let you know that this guy was ready for a moment like this? He did lose in college. He'd be okay.
Yeah, CJ has a big heart, and he's a competitor. I knew that since I met him, first time I met him. So, you know, he's going to keep going. We're going to keep going. I know he has my back. I have his back. So we're just going to put this behind us and, you know, keep going.
Building chemistry with him. It seemed like you were open a lot last week, and then early on in this game before you started getting in. I guess how was that going along, building that chemistry with CJ, building that trust?
Right. He was in my ear just staying alive, like it's going to come, and coaches too said it was going to come. So, you know, I just, you know, stay on my path and just try to do the best I can, and a little happened today.
Austin, front row left, Austin Ward, Letterman Row.
Jackson, is it hard to comprehend that you guys could throw for almost 500 yards and just couldn't quite finish off some of those drives? I mean, what was the mood out there when you couldn't punch them in when you needed to?
It was tough, you know, going all the way down there and not getting a touchdown. You know, it's tough. But like I said, we just tried to regroup when we got on the sideline and just try to bounce back every drive.
Middle row, front row middle. Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
You're a captain of this defense. How much do you feel like you have a responsibility to make sure you guys bounce back from this the right way and get this thing back on the right track?
I feel like I have a huge responsibility. Guys look up to me, so I just got to do my part of keeping us group, keeping us together, and understand that we have a lot of work to do. But that's something that we're looking forward to, and we're ready to get back to practice tomorrow and fix the mistakes.
Second row left, Joey Kaufman, Columbus Dispatch.
Haskell, it's rare to look back at an Ohio State game and see you guys not really getting sacks. What was maybe the issue with getting pressure on their quarterback, and what was kind of going on there?
They're just getting the ball out their hands fast. Nothing really you can do. You just got to close the pocket. They knew, we're known as the Rushmen, so everybody's on notice that they have to get the ball out of their hands fast.
You have any other questions for the guys? Okay, second row left, Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch.
Yeah, again, for Haskell, how surprised are you that they were able to move the ball the way they did against you guys?
Really, it just came down to we were in place. We just weren't at competitive excellence. When we needed to make a play, we did it. Point blank. Period.
Go to the far right here, Spencer Tomlinson, Letterman Row.
Roger, this defense, as you've been on this defense before this struggle, what can you take from a couple years ago when you guys had struggles on defense and you were on the roster that maybe can translate to trying to fix things right now? What did you learn from those guys from the past when you were young that make you think that you're ready to pound this defense where it needs to go?
Definitely the mentality. It has to be a want-to playing defense. The scheme is the scheme, but at the end of the day, it has to be a want-to. So just from those former defenses, I would say the mentality, we just got to constantly keep striving to get better. We're going to get there for sure. We just got to have the want to. Everybody got to want to buy in, and we'll get there.
Yep.
No, I see that, but like I said, that's the biggest thing that I took from those former defenses. If there's something that need to be fixed, they got to fix the mentality.
We got time for a couple more questions. Front row middle, Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
Haskell, CJ said that you said after the game that the season's not over. How do you make sure that you get that message across to the team?
We got a long season. This ain't COVID anymore. Our main objective is still there. We need to get to Indy. It was a non-conference game. We're going to take this as a lesson. We're going to get on the film, and nobody should be hanging their heads low. I told them, hang your heads high. All this is a lesson. You're going to get on the film tomorrow, make the proper corrections. We're going to put it behind us and then go play the next game. It is what it is, and, they did it in 14. We can do it in 2021.
Amen.
Far left, Tony Girdman, Buckeye Scoop.
Taraja, a couple times on the field looked like you're a little bit frustrated after like a third down when Oregon would pick up the first half. How frustrating was it out there when you guys would have a couple of good downs and then just couldn't get that last one third down?
Obviously in the game, your emotions are high, and sometimes you can show that frustration. But like I said, we gotta win third down. That's big for us. We win first, second down. We gotta win third down as well. 3 and out, help the offense get the ball back. And that's how you get points on the board. So.
All right, 2 and done over here to the right. Nathan Baird, Cleveland.com.
I just want to kind of confirm what you said before. You said there was like a lack of communication there defensively. They were winning kind of on the edge on what seemed like a very similar play, like multiple times space. So is it the first communication that isn't happening? Is it the communication is happening but it's not getting absorbed? I'm just trying to understand, like from your perspective, what about the communication?
Just post snap communication. Like guys we gotta know that we're playing in a scheme. Guys gotta do their job. That's just the biggest thing that we just gotta work on, like making sure that everybody's doing their 111, and then it all comes together to make.
And right next door, Tim May, Letterman Row.
Yeah, for Jackson, was there a conversation at all in the second half? Hey, we're on the sideline. Hey, we're going to get you more involved. Were you talking? Hey, nobody's checking me occasionally, whatever. Just how did that all evolve as far as you're concerned? And on that touchdown, obviously they had hit you guys with a blitz up the middle one time, but they left it open. And what was it like, I guess, to have a play like that in a critical situation where you take it to the house?
Yeah, it was CJ and Coach Dan, Coach Harline. They was just telling me to, it's going to come. So, just be ready when it comes. And on that it came, and I just had to make a play. So it felt good.
What was it like to have this many catches in a big game? Obviously, y'all didn't win, but do you feel even more part of the passing offense now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard to, it's hard to celebrate my individual accolade for a tough loss like this. So, you know, it feels good, but, you know, I want to win, and I'm ready for next week and for the rest of the season.
Great. Gentlemen, thank you very much. Folks, I'm going to go downstairs, see if we got any more. So hang here for a minute.